Hi everybody, welcome to Dharma Yoga House Therapeutic Yoga. My name is Monica. Sorry we're getting off a little bit late, my alarm didn't go off. It's crazy, good stuff, full moon, but here we are, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Don't mind our kitty. Let's just, that was a pretty awesome, strong full moon. It was beautiful. Definitely felt some of that push and pull of the energy, excuse me, from the inside out. So it was definitely a day of quiet and introspection, and then really crazy dreams. I don't know about any of you, but I had like the most weird, vivid dreams that I felt like I kept going back to and kind of modifying them. So it was very lucid. And super cool. It just kind of made me really extra grateful for this practice, so I could remember what what's real and what's not. I guess it's kind of all real, but this is the world that we're living in, and so I guess it's time to ground into that and get our day started. So I just invite you to find a comfortable seat. If you'd like a prop to sit on, or just have a blanket or something for the knees, maybe later on. I invite you to get that now. And we'll just start by sitting up tall. And just checking in, doing this nice inventory of your body, of your mind, of your emotions. Maybe you close your eyes if that feels good, and just kind of maybe you rock side to side just a little bit, just feeling into how you feel this morning. You can root your sit bones into the mat, to the earth, wherever you're sitting. Reach your crown up tall towards the ceiling or the sky. Maybe imagine there's a long cord of energy pulling your heart space up towards the sky also, and that might require a few more adjustments. So maybe we inhale, and we bring the shoulders up towards the ears, and on the exhale we bring them back and away. Let them slide down the back. So we're broadening the collarbones, reaching the crown tall, rooting the sit bones, and then activate your abdomen, your core, by pulling the belly button up and in towards your diaphragm. And then maybe just slightly micro adjusting that tailbone, tucking it under just a little bit. And just feel that expansion across the collarbones. Feel the expansion of the spine, going up and down. And just start taking rich, full inhales through your nose. Filling the belly, bringing it up through the rib cage, allowing it to broaden the collarbones even more. And then when you think you can't take any more air in, just take one more little last sip of air. Hold it for just a moment, and then just go ahead and exhale all the breath out of your mouth. Pausing at the bottom, making sure that you exhale every last bit of air out of your lungs. And then pause. And breathing in. Feeling the body expand, feeling the rib cage expand in all directions. Pausing at the top. And then exhaling all the breath out. And as you do that, maybe using the core strength to expel any last little bits of air that might be stagnant in the lungs. Just moving any energy slowly, softly, mindfully bringing consciousness into your body. Pausing at the top, and then exhaling all of the breath out. And just notice how the breath is traveling, excuse me, is traveling through your body. Let's go ahead and visualize this long line of energy connected to the crown of your head, and it's going up into the sky, and it's grounded and centered into the center of the sun, the great central sun. And as you breathe in, you're drawing this energy from the sun, this life force, this light. We're plugging into maybe any new different light codes, any areas of potential expanded consciousness. And we're bringing that back through into our bodies. Excuse me. It's filling up our cells. It's coming down our spinal column and filling up our whole body from the top of our head to the tips of our toes, out to the tips of the fingers. And then maybe visualizing that long line of energy from the root chakra going all the way to the center of the earth, the crystal core of our beautiful planet. We're drawing that crystalline energy up through the root chakra. We're grounded, we're deep. We can almost feel the heartbeat of our Mother Earth. Maybe you're starting to rock side to side or forward to back. You're drawing that energy back up in through the root chakra. So it's pulling all of this beautiful grounding energy up through the soles of your feet, all the way throughout the body, up the spinal column, up the chakras, out the fingertips, and out the crown. And then these two energies really meet in the heart space. The heart space is the chakra where the upper consciousness chakras come together, and then the lower chakra consciousness comes together. So we're grounding this energy right here in our heart space. And then we're just allowing it to cultivate, to grow with every breath until it expands so much that it fills our whole body. It even comes out about maybe a foot or 2 feet or 3 feet around our whole body. Just go ahead and breathe that in. And then notice how you feel as you breathe in. You're filling your body with this fresh prana. And then as you exhale, you're just releasing. You're surrendering into what is. And then maybe with a new breath, there's this inspiration. And you can feel the possibility, you can feel the expansion. And then you pause and you hold on to it. And then exhale, surrendering to the process. So we're bringing in this beautiful healing light of this moon. Maybe trying to navigate the difference between what is maybe yours or what is not. Maybe what is yours is the self versus what is the collective energy of humanity right now. And maybe recognizing that everything on the outside is either a reflection or a projection of what's on the inside. And so that any circumstance, any even shit show, for lack of a better word right now, that might be happening on the outside, chaos, maybe like an encounter with someone that's unpleasant, or maybe the most pleasant encounter that you've ever had. If it's happening in your field, it's definitely part of you and it's inside. And so how can we navigate this collective right now? The collective consciousness, even just like other human beings, maybe even, all of the animals, all of the beings on the planet. Definitely include them. But especially right now, human beings, with our behaviors. And so if we recognize ourselves and everything that is around us, because we are somewhat attracting it, right? Why wouldn't you decide to treat somebody how you would want to be treated? And there's so many different perspectives you can shift about this. There are times when maybe your inner child who's acting out might need to be ignored, right? Don't pay attention to that. And then there's other times when that inner child might be acting out and they just need a hug, or they need to feel understood, or they need to feel seen. And so just imagine that we're all carrying maybe something like that inside of us, and then we're watching it be displayed in other humans, other adults. So I invite you to maybe just take a look at that during your practice. Really, really tap into how you feel you deserve to be treated. And then bring that in, set the intention that you are going to treat yourself the best that you can. And that requires work, because sometimes we're on these negative loops. And that's okay, we have that. We have the ability, we have the power to change that. And it does take patience, it takes practice. But notice that when you correct yourself about yourself, notice how that affects how you treat people on the outside of your body. Just treating people in your home, your family. Treating someone who's really upset in the grocery store, right? Maybe just send them a little bit of love. You don't even have to say anything to them. Maybe you just observe it and you're like, wow, that could be me, it could have been me, it might be me in the future. And instead of maybe passing judgment, just being like, maybe they just need me to send a little bit of extra love, give them grace, recognizing that that is their part of the journey. Just like as if it's your part of the journey, maybe you react instead of respond. And just really feel what that feels like in your body this morning. And and if we're wrong, right? If we're wrong, if what is within is not without, and that's all just whatever, right? The worst thing that can happen is that we're all kind to each other. And I don't really think that's such a terrible thing. So we'll get started moving here. Just go ahead and take a couple more deep breaths in. Find any place in the body where maybe you feel less than, or maybe there's tension. Go ahead and breathe into those spaces. Fill yourself with love, fill yourself with forgiveness, fill yourself with compassion. Fill yourself with joy, with grace. And then as you exhale, may it be full of peace. May your exhale be one of peace, reconciliation, understanding, and at best just acceptance. Do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose, fill the belly, bring it up through the chest, remembering that we're connected to something so much greater than ourselves. And at the same time, we are also the source of that something great. One more deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale out of the mouth. You can blink your eyes open if they're open, or if they're closed. Just go ahead and bring your hands down to your side. You can stay on a block, or you can remove the block. I'm going to remove the block here, just to sit tall, feeling the mat under my sit bone. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Hands can meet above our crown. And exhale, bringing that back into our heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Keeping the sit bones rooted, keeping that same posture, exhaling the hands back to the heart center. So maybe activating the low abdomen, keeping that tailbone nice and rooted into the planet, into the earth. Inhale, arms reach high. Keeping the shoulder blades squeezed slightly, creating that expanded collarbone. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Just going to go ahead here. Bring your arms out wide to a T on the inhale. And then go ahead, exhale, inwardly rotate the shoulders. The thumbs are facing down towards the ground. Palms are facing behind you. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring them behind. Interlace your fingers at the sacrum. Squeeze your shoulder blades a lot. And then go ahead and lengthen or straighten the arms as best you can. Your heart space is reaching towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Abs are still active. Notice the gripping in the legs. Just release, let that go. So we're rooted, we're reaching. Maybe the fingers or the knuckles can reach the ground behind you. I invite you to just try and reach that ground behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades a lot. Lift the gaze just a little bit and notice the gripping in your legs. Just release. Pull the abdomen in and breathe. Feel the chest expand, and as you exhale, let it all fall away. Inhale again. Feeling the body expand. Audible exhale. That feels good. You can also bring in that Ujjayi breath if that feels good in your body in this therapeutic class. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Undo the interlace of the fingers. Let's bring the hands out wide again. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's just fold forward. So hinge at the hips. Leave that tailbone rooted. You can have your arms out wide if that feels good. You can bring them in close to you, whatever feels good. Maybe you want them out in front, reaching. And if you can get to here, great. If you can get to the elbows, great. If you can come all the way down, maybe the forehead touches the earth, great. They're all great. Just listen to your body this morning. Feel the spine round. Notice that contradiction of the opening and then the closing of the heart space. And it's really not that, it's just the other side, right? It's kind of like what is within is without. We have these things that have to counterbalance. And so we were opening the front side of the heart space, and now we are opening the back side of the heart space. Let the neck be heavy, let the jaw be soft. Staying here for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Maybe your head can come a little bit closer to the ground. Next inhale. Feeling the belly, feeling the back body, feeling maybe that stretch in the glutes or the hips. An audible exhale, or not.
Last deep breath in. Let the breath fill the back body, the low back, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine, through the neck and the head. And then exhale all the breath out again. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. And then just let your spine roll up one vertebra at a time. Let your neck and head be last. Beautiful. So we're going to work with the shoulders a little bit. I feel like this moon requires some heart opening stretches. And so first we're going to go ahead and bring your arms out wide. Bring your right hand over the left, the arm over the left, and just give yourself a squeeze. Let's just start here. So just hug yourself. Maybe bring your arms and your hands as far back as around the body as you can. Just give yourself a squeeze, but sit up tall. So try to broaden the collarbones as you're reaching and you're squeezing at the same time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale all the breath out. And then we're going to inhale, open the arms wide again. We're going to keep the right arm on top. We're just kind of finding space. And then we're going to sweep the arms back together on the exhale. The right arm still crosses. You can keep the palm or the backs of the hands to each other, or you can go ahead and come into that eagle arm where you let the palms reach around each other and touch. You can interlace the fingers, and then just find what feels good to you. You can stay in that first round too if that feels good. And then just go ahead, lift the elbows up as high as the shoulders, and then pull the hands away from the body. You're feeling the stretch down the backs of the shoulders. Tighten the abdomen, pull the core, pull that belly button up and in towards the diaphragm. Sit up nice and tall. We're still rooting and reaching. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feeling that stretch, lifting the elbows, pulling the arms away from the body. Inhale and exhale. Last time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's go ahead and bring the elbows and the hands back towards each other. Undo the grip. Inhale your arms out wide. Maybe you shine your heart towards the sky. And then exhale, rounding the spine. Hollowing the belly, coming forward. Hands touch in the front. And then inhale, we come back to neutral. Let's just go ahead and do the other side here. So we're going to inhale, our arms come wide. This time our left arm comes on top of the right. We're just going to give ourselves a squeeze. So reach around the back. Feel your body. Give yourself some love. Sit tall still. Really squeeze yourself. Give yourself that love that we talked about at the beginning, right? Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Breathing in, maybe you can bring a little smile to your face, feeling what that feels like. Expanding the lungs, feeling the stretch. Last full breath in. And exhale the breath out. We're going to inhale, open our arms wide again. On the exhale, bring the left arm over the right again. We're going to come into that eagle arm. So find whatever variation works for you. It can be like this. It can be the first one, or it can be like this with the palms together. Might feel different on both sides, so just get that grip, find what feels good. And then just go ahead, lift the elbows up towards the same height as the shoulders, and then go ahead and pull the hands and the forearms away from the body. And just feel how different the stretch feels on this side. We're still sitting up nice and tall. The legs are nice and relaxed, and there's no gripping. The abdomen is pulled in. Crown is reaching. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time, inhale. Exhale. And we can undo that grip. Inhale, the arms come out wide. Exhale, bring them back down to the sides. So we're still sitting up tall. Let's just go ahead and do some neck stretches. So inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, just let your right ear fall to the right shoulder. Maybe you bring that right hand up to the left ear or the left side of the head and just kind of give yourself a little bit of a nice stretch. Keep the shoulders back. Keep your core activated. Sit bones are rooted. Collarbones are still expanding. Breathing in and breathing out. Next inhale, just go ahead and maybe use the right hand to help your head come back up through center. We're going to switch sides. Exhale the breath out. And take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, just let the left ear fall to the left shoulder. Maybe it feels different on this side. It's okay. Work with your body. Listen to your body. Maybe you bring that left hand to the right side of the head or the right ear and just gently stretch out the left side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time, inhale. And let it go. You can go ahead and use the left hand to help your head up. Inhale. Your head comes through center. And then exhale. We just take a moment to pause. With an inhale, let's interlace the hands behind the base of the skull. So we're sitting tall, our core is still active. Squeeze the shoulder blades a lot, the elbows are pointing out wide. Maybe you allow your head to just rest in the palms of the hands. Feel that heart space lift, coming up out of the hips. Your ribs are nice and open and expanded. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just twist open, keeping your hips nice and square. Start twisting open to the right, so your right elbow is going to be moving behind you. You're squeezing the shoulder blades. Keep them squeezed together. Strengthening that space behind our heart. Strengthening those muscles so that maybe we can even counterbalance any hunching or anything we do on the computer or our phones. And we breathe in and we lengthen with the crown reaching, and we exhale, we twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen spine. Sit taller. Exhale, twist to the right. And then inhale, our gaze shifts forward and the body follows on the exhale. Let's do the other side. Root through the sit bones. Maybe you switch the cross of the legs. Inhale, sitting tall. Elbows are out nice and wide. Reach the crown towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. We just slowly twist to the left. Elbows are out nice and wide. Core is strong. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And last time, inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, deepen. Finding space in the body. And then we inhale, we shift our gaze forward. And exhale, hands come to the sides or down to the lap. Just take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. So we're gonna come over the knees, come into a tabletop position. So the fingers are spread nice and wide. Your hips are stacked over the knees. Tops of the feet can be on the ground if that feels good, or you can be on the toes, whatever feels good in your body. Just root the shins in through the mat. Your shoulders are above the wrists. Your core is pulled in. Shoulders out of the ears. So just go ahead and do a couple cat-cows, probably 3 here. So you're going to inhale, you're going to bend the elbows, shine the heart through, drop the belly, arch your back, lift the gaze just a little bit. Exhale, we press the earth away, root in through the shins, start rounding the spine, using this core strength, pulling the belly up, tucking the chin, tugging the tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, dropping the belly, arching the back, lifting the gaze. Exhale, cat pose, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, pressing the earth away. Last time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, let's come to neutral. And just go ahead and take some organic movement. So maybe just like use your breath to initiate the movement. So inhale, maybe you send the hips back. But do what feels good in your body here. And then you inhale, you come up, and maybe you come a little bit forward on the exhale. And then inhale, initiating the movements. Exhale. Inhaling to neutral and exhaling to your pose. Inhale through center. And exhale back through child's pose. We're just going to go ahead and stay in child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees out wide. Send the hips back towards the heels. And then allow the forehead, maybe the chest, to melt onto the earth. If you need a prop or a block, you can always grab the block. You can put it to the chest. You can use it for your forehead. Either way, whatever feels good. You can even sit on it. You know, if you need to create some extra room in the hips, you can go ahead and just sit on that. Or a pillow, whatever feels good to your body. And then we just allow ourselves to settle in. Maybe you rock your forehead side to side, massaging that third eye. Belly is nice and soft. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead, inhale, walk your hands over to the right, both of them. Interlace the left hand on top of the right hand. Send that left hip back towards the left heel, like actively do that. And then go ahead and energetically pull the left palm or the left hand, fingers on the right fingers, and feel that stretch down the left side of the body. Opening the rib cage, breathing in, letting the hips settle, breathing out. Breathing in, belly is soft. Breathing out, your forehead melting into the earth. Last inhale. And exhale. And go ahead, undo the fingers. Inhale your way all the way to the other side. Bring the right hand on top of the left. Interlace the fingers. Keep that left hip rooted. Let the forehead rest on the earth, and then go ahead and just start to pull with the right fingers, the right arm. Feel the right side of the body opening up, the rib cages, the intercostal muscles. Breathe in. Melt on the exhale. Breathe in, finding that expansion. Exhale, surrender to the earth. Breathing in. And exhaling any tension on the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, walk your hands back through center. And then let's just go ahead and stay for that exhale. Inhale, bring the palms underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and press yourself up slowly. Let's come onto our knees. We're going to be on the knees here. Let's just find this nice, comfortable stillness here. Maybe tuck the toes under. And then as you're tucking the toes under, just go ahead and send the hips back. Let's feel the stretch opening up the feet. So tuck your tailbone under just a little bit, reach at the crown, broaden the collarbones. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now your toes are really tight on this right foot, so if you have to make any micro adjustments, go ahead and do that. We definitely want you to do what feels best in your body. Finding that, that edge, difference between resistance and pain. Don't go to the pain, go to the resistance, and then see what happens. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. We're going to inhale, come back up. You can, again, like I said, tuck the toes. Or untuck the toes, let the tops of the feet be on the mat. Let's just go ahead, we're gonna inhale our arms up to the sky. We're gonna open up to the right. So keeping the hips square, let the right hand come behind you, reaching. The left arm is in front of you. Anchoring in, so if you notice that your right hip kind of went like that, just give it a torque, twist it facing forward. And then take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let's bring the right hand to the left, maybe outer hip or hamstring, reaching up with the left arm towards the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Feel the breath, fill the lungs, fill the abdomen. Inhale again and let it go. We're going to go ahead and slowly come back to center. Inhaling both arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Stay for that breath in. And stay for the breath out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, squaring those hips off. Open up to the left. So again, if you notice that your left hip wanted to take a trip, torque it towards the front, squaring the hips. It's okay if you're not perfectly square, you're just reaching with both arms. So there's energy flowing out the right fingertips, there's energy flowing out of the left fingertips, and your hips are working to stay square. So you're feeling that stretch in the left side body. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep breath in, and deep breath out. Root through those shins. Maybe hug the ankles in if they're splaying out. Go ahead and inhale, bring that left hand to the outer right thigh or the right hamstring. And just go ahead and reach up, keeping the hips square. Mine kind of are going wonky this morning, but reaching back and up. Opening the right side body. Feeling that stretch. Core is nice and firm and active. Breathing in and exhaling. Last time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's come back through center. Both arms come up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to take another deep breath in. Let's bend the knees, your hips go back towards the heels. Plant the palms. We're going to come up into a malasana, so that's like the frog pose. So inhale, come back up. Let's just do one foot at a time. Let's bring the right foot a little bit wider than the hips here, and then the left foot. And then go ahead and sit back into this frog pose. Find your balance, find your stability. If you need a block, if the hips are extra tight or something for some reason, you can always sit on a block here, or the highest, whatever feels good. Try and get the soles of the feet flat, but it's okay if you're on the toes. And then let's bring the hands to the heart space, and the elbows are pressing the knees out. We're lifting our heart, so we're not sinking into the hips like this, right? We're keeping our body nice and strong. Opening the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the crown towards the sky. Feel that stretch, the hip openers here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing and breathing out. Have you noticed if you had any negative loops? And have you noticed if you've been able to change them or even ignore them? Let them go. Right now, mine might be, this is too hard, don't do it, oh, I suck. But it's not true. And so I stay. Breathing in. Breathing out. It might be true that it could be difficult or hard, but it's not true that I suck. But it's okay that we can do hard things, right? We're supposed to be able to do hard things. Go ahead, take that last inhale. And as you exhale, bring the palms of the hands back down to the mat. Stay for that breath in. And then exhale, send the hips high. Toe heel the feet back together. Not all the way, just bring the toes facing forward. Bend the knees a lot. And then let's just come into a ragdoll. So your belly's resting on the thighs. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Release the tension off the back of the shoulders. Maybe you rock side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. If the knees are bent a lot, go ahead and just try to send the hips high towards the sky so you feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And as we do that, we notice that our head falls forward more towards the floor. We can use the strength of our abs. So we pull the core in. Maybe we can find more space in the legs that way. Feel free to drop the hands to the mat now if you need or want to. Just let the head hang heavy. Maybe now we interlace the fingers behind the back of the skull. Just feel that tension release. Let your jaw be nice and soft, your eyes be heavy. We're sending the hips high as our head hangs low, releasing tension. One more deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale again. Exhale, the hands meet the earth. Let's inhale for that halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. Let's bend the left knee a lot. Keep the left fingers or the palm on the floor, and then spin the right arm up towards the sky. Feeling that twist. Breathing in and breathing out. Keeping the crown long, opening the heart towards the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Last inhale, and then exhale, right hand meets the earth. Let's do the other side. So bend into that right knee a lot. Keep the right hand on the floor, maybe fingertips. Maybe it feels different on this side of the body. So do what you need to do. Maybe you need a block for this side. Bring the earth closer. Inhale, spin that left arm high. Feeling the stretch down the legs, keeping that spine nice and long, the crown's reaching forward, tailbone's reaching back, but you're spinning, you're opening that left shoulder up towards the sky. So think that your heart wants to see the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, inhale and exhale. Stay for that inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. And then we're going to forward fold. Let it go. Inhale to that halfway lift. Bring the feet all the way back together. Crouch and curl on the exhale. Just come up to the tiptoes. Maybe you bring the forehead to the knees. Just allow yourself to feel here and just be. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale and exhale. And then when you feel ready, just go ahead and slowly lift the head, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's meet the mat, coming down to the glutes. And then all the way down to our backs. If you have a block or a pillow or a book or anything like that, roll all the way down to your back. Keep the knees bent, the soles of the feet on the mat. Square up the shoulders, let them be relaxed. Pull the heels in towards the glutes. You can take restorative bridge, or you can do, a regular bridge pose. I'm going to take the restorative version. If you're not, just go ahead and bring the hands down by your sides. Press the skull, the back of the skull, into the mat, keeping that throat chakra open. And then you're going to root into the soles of the feet. You're going to go ahead and inhale and then lift the hips up as high as you can. And if you can shimmy the shoulders under and you want to interlace the fingers and reach towards the heels, I invite you to do that. I'm going to take the restorative version today. So it feels good in my body. So put the block or the pillow under the sacrum and then just allow the hips to rest on this block and feel the support. Just slowly breathe in and breathe out. And even if you're in this restorative version, or not, either way. Act like or imagine that there's a block in between your thighs. So we're squeezing the thighs together so the knees are pointed forward, the toes are forward in line with the heels. We're just slowly breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last full inhale and exhale here. And if you're in restorative, go ahead and inhale with the hips higher. Remove the block. Put it off to the side, and then if you're in regular Bridgetown, now also you can just slowly lower the back down, one vertebra at a time. Your sacrum and tailbone is last. Nice job, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to inhale, bring that left ankle across the right knee or thigh. Flex the left foot a lot. We're just going to take this figure 4 here for just a moment. Go ahead and press the left knee away. Keep both shoulders on the earth. Just feel what that feels like. Now you can stay here. Inhale your arms out to a T, or you can totally cross the leg over, the left leg over the right. You're taking that deep breath in, and as you exhale, the legs fall over towards the right. You can shimmy on that right hip, just coming into this nice twist. Maybe you shift your gaze over that left shoulder. Just opening up the cervical spine. Letting your belly be soft. Bringing out the digestive system here. Letting your breath be steady. Let's go ahead, inhale back through center. Uncross the legs, stay for that exhale. So just realign your body, shoulders are nice and square to the mat. Back of the skull is pressing in, throat chakra's open. Inhale the right ankle across the left thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. And then just go ahead and press the right knee away. Feeling the hips open. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bringing your arms out to a T. You can keep the legs like this, or you can cross the right leg over the left. On the inhale, get ready, and on the exhale, shimmy over, maybe onto that left hip, or just let the legs fall to the left. Keeping both shoulders rooted on the mat. Your gaze might shift over the right shoulder, and just allow the body to melt. So you're feeling the stretch now. On the right side of the body, maybe the left side of the neck. Everything is just getting heavier, melting into the earth. Appreciating and feeling gratitude for this practice and stretching. Maybe even noticing that you could get further in this stretch today. And so what happens when we give ourselves the opportunity to grow, right? Well, with that mirroring effect of what is within is without, we have to also then give those around us that opportunity to grow. So rather than rewriting the same old stories about a situation or a relationship, or even the way that you think the world is, how about we give it an opportunity to grow? Because if you're doing the work, it doesn't mean other people aren't, right? And maybe by you doing the work, you're encouraging other people to doing the work without even having to say too much. They can just notice that shift in you. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Exhale. Maybe you take any last shape or pose. How it would bring the knees into the chest. Just keeping that tailbone nice and long. Squeezing. Maybe you rock side to side. And then when you feel ready, just extend the legs long. The arms out wide if that feels good. Just coming into our final Shavasana. This beautiful resting pose. Just allowing our energies, our subtle energies to reorganize, recalibrate. Integrate the practice and the movement that we did this morning. The eyes be heavy. Relax your jaw. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth if it's there. Use that breath to sweep through the body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, not the fingertips. The shoulders melt into the neck. Let your chest be heavy, your belly is soft, your hips are rooted into the earth. The elbows, the wrists, the hands. Let them go. And the thighs, the hamstrings, the knees, calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet, and your toes, just melting. And let's just start bringing some awareness back into the body. Just softly and slowly allow your head to fall side to side. Maybe making some movements, wriggling the fingers and the toes, bringing the knees back into the chest. And you can stay where you're at home if that feels good too. And then rolling over to your favorite side in fetal position, taking a moment. And then pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to the center of your heart space in gratitude to yourself for coming to yoga this morning, taking this time for yourself. Bringing the thumbs to the center of the third eye, tilting your head back slightly. In gratitude to the creator of all that is, whatever that means to you. In gratitude for this practice of yoga and to all the teachers that came before us. And in gratitude to Dharma Yoga House for offering this online practice. And in gratitude for each other. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice this morning. When the light in me sees and honors the light in you, and the light in you sees and honors the light in me, we are one. Namaste.